Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. The package that Rode sent me when I showed you the video micro mic in the unboxing the other day also included an NTG2. Now, I'm as excited, possibly more. I don't know, I'm excited about both of them. This is a dual-powered directional condenser microphone. So in other words, it's a type of shotgun mic. And one of the reasons I really wanted to try this out is I've heard some good things from several people about this mic. I believe it was Kirk Tuck at the Visual Science Lab really likes this. And if you get this in on a boom pole close to somebody, in other words, in a setup like this, I could have it on a boom pole just out of camera frame, probably close to the ceiling coming down, or coming up just out of camera frame. But you get the picture. You want it be out of your camera frame, but close as you can to your speaker. You can get some really good quality audio. Probably, I'm hoping, close to the quality of the AT2020 I'm using here, without having the mic in the frame, which allows you a lot of latitude for different types of shots. When I'm doing these type of videos, I don't mind having the mic. It's almost like part of the set, and I love the quality of this mic. I like having it here, so it's fine. But there's times when I want to mic myself and I don't want to use a lav, because as good as lavs can be, they don't tend to be as good sounding as something like this. So let's get it out of the box and have a look, because I haven't even unboxed this yet, and I'm quite excited to see how it sounds. Obviously, we won't do a sound test today, but I will be getting more videos up on this showing you how it sounds, and in comparison to other things, even in comparison to the video micro from Rode on a camera, just so you can see, because I'm curious to see what the sound comparisons are. And they give you a mic stand there, or a more correctly, that would probably be a mic clamp that goes on top of a light stand or other type of stands. This is a threaded piece. So that's great, though, because it's specific to that. Looks like we have some little directions here, some paperwork in the bag. 10-year warranty on this. Wow, that's a good warranty. Sounds like it's probably one of the better ones in the biz. Okay, so here's our dead cat, if you want to call it that. I guess maybe it doesn't officially qualify as a dead cat because those are furry, but you know, your wind screen, your foam wind screen for the mic. And then the mic itself, obviously, as you can see, it comes in this nice little, I don't think that's leather, but you know, leathery type travel case, which is nice because if you're working on site, you can pack up, put it all away in its own case, and take care of your equipment. I like to take care of my equipment. Whenever I sell stuff used, people are always amazed because they say it looks like you haven't even used it. That's the way I was always taught to treat my things from a child. You know, they cost money, and respect them. If you take care of them, they'll last. Hopefully, anyways. And usually that is the case. So here you can see, this is the mic without the fur cat or the foam cover on it. It is an XLR mic. I don't know if you can get the NTG2 in like a 3.5 mil. This does, to my understanding, need phantom. Oh no, it says dual powered, so it may not need phantom power. I'm gonna have to check into the specs on that for you, because I'm assuming with it being dual powered, just looking to see if it says on the box here, 48 volt phantom power or 1.5 volt AA battery. So that's really cool. So you can use phantom power. For instance, I can plug this in XLR and wire it into my Zoom H4, which is what this is going into right now. And then in turn, I've got that going straight into the G85, which took a little tweaking of levels and everything, but it sounds pretty good. So I could do it that way, or I think that's why this was loose when I opened it, is I think this unscrews here. Yes, there is the compartment for the AA battery. So you can run this off an AA battery and then plug it in direct. So I could probably, in that case, what you would probably do is an XLR to into the Zoom, or something similar to a Zoom, or XLR to 3.5 into the camera, or if you have a camera that you know, has an adapter or whatnot that takes XLR inputs, like the new GH5 has that little thingy that goes in the hot shoe. Thingy, I know, is not the correct terminology, but the accessory that takes XLR inputs for audio that slides into the hot shoe. So you could use this in that case. probably my preference. On something like the GH5, it's probably got decent enough onboard audio that you don't need an in-between. My preference, because I think this is going to be such a good quality mic, that I wouldn't want to run this straight into the G85, for instance, without tweaking the levels. Because that's what I like to do in the Zoom. From here, if I pipe it straight in with an adapter, it doesn't sound that good. But if I pipe it into the Zoom H4, and then I adjust the levels for... So I basically turn my levels all the way down in the camera and then boost the signal to a really clean signal from the Zoom into the camera then we're overcoming any limitations in the camera's audio onboard, and it's coming really clean out of the Zoom, really clean signal, which is probably how I will run this. But I will try it as well with the battery. I had to think about that, the AA battery that goes in there, as I showed you. So here it is with the, let's get the... our foamy on, just to show you what it looks like. Just going to take a second and do this properly so we don't tear anything or anything like that, because I want to, again, I want to take care of my stuff. But look at that. So it's on there, kind of filled it out, and that's what it looks like with the foam windscreen on there, windshield, as I imagine they call it. And then if you use the supplied adapter, it looks like this is probably not so much designed to go around here. This adapter goes around the XLR cable when you plug it in, is what I'm thinking from the size of the adapter. Because that's not going to... You may be able to pull that back enough. It may be flexible enough that it does pop in. Actually, now that I'm thinking about that, it probably does. Let's see if we can... Because this is rubbery. There we go. I was incorrect. It does fit right on there. That makes more sense. So there it is on the adapter for your stand. You can put that on a tripod or a light stand. It's got a... looks like a quarter, like your standard tripod socket, which is what, 1/4 inch, I think. So there you go. Nice looking shotgun mic, and comes highly reviewed. I'll put the links below. You can check it out. You can see all the reviews and see that it looks pretty good. I think we get some pretty good sound out of here. I'm looking forward to testing it in a variety of situations with different cameras, including the G85. And we'll let you know. We'll be back with some videos on that. If you have any questions about the NTG2, leave them in the comments below. If you have any feedback, if you own this mic, if you've used it, let me know. Be happy, be interested to hear your feedback, your reviews of how you've found this mic to be if you've used it. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com. And oh yeah, thanks to Rode for the mic. Thanks.